Greetings and welcome to my channel. This is Sorcerer Tal. You can also find me on Facebook in the Sorcerer's Guild. Today on Magical Theory, we are going to begin a series on scrying and mental conditioning, beginning with entering a symbol. We'll be working today with sacred geometry, and I will be showing you the way to see them with more than just your eyes, or allowing your eyes to stop getting in the way. And this is the first step bringing us forward into the technique I call glass hand, or you can also use this for crystal ball divination, mirror scrying, really any of these scrying methods. This is what you're trying to do. You're trying to be able to see past your eyes. And using sacred geometry, we can learn to do this. Okay, so like I said, this will be a part series. This first one, we are going to talk about how to enter a symbol, and then next week, and through that, we'll also be learning how to charge a sigil. We're working at the end, so we're going to go through a few sacred geometry images, starting with the Sri Yantra, and then working through a few more, and really, they do have important significance of their own, but that's not what we're here for today. We are using them as a vehicle for a technique of mental conditioning. So we're going to learn how to see the images fully and learn how to see past our eyes and into the symbol, thereby entering into it. So like I said, this first image will be the Sri Yantra. And we're going to work with that. And what you want to do is look at the image. I'm going to leave it up here on the screen. I want you to look at the image. Focus your eyes on it. And then allow them to unfocus. Most people have done this at some point, where like you look closely at something and it starts to wiggle and move. Do that. Allow your eyes to unfocus. And then after a moment, because of the way the sacred geometry works, especially the Sri Yantra, rather than going double, you're going to start getting drawn into the different patterns that are within the image. There's more than one pattern there. You're going to see the triangles forming in different ways, and your mind will start catching different ways. Allow yourself into that. Allow yourself to go in and follow those patterns. Now, one of the things that people have a trouble with here, and this is especially important when we get to the magic mirror, is it's okay to blink. Yeah? Especially once your eyes have started going in and everything around the image starts to fuzz. It's important to blink so that you know what is your eyes seeing past and what is just water going over your eyes. If you blink and it goes away, it's okay. That's okay. It'll come back. And eventually your eyes will get used to the blinking. It's important because otherwise this can damage your eyes. Right now we're looking at black images, but we're going to go to white. Okay. So this next image, you find that this one wants to almost pulse, move back and forth, changing between the primary, stronger lines and the ones behind it. It will start to kind of pulse back and forth, becoming the big circles, and then becoming the ovals, and then it'll change how the ovals are, and they'll almost seem to try to pile onto each other. And just watch it like that. Now, in a moment, I'm going to change this in a way, but I want you to keep focus on it. And if it isn't doing the thing for you, sometimes this will help. Okay, now if that didn't startle you out of it, it should get that movement changing, because that creates a total shift for your mind and your eyes without actually changing anything about the pattern itself. And if that didn't work the first time and you're having trouble with this, go back and try that again now that you are aware of that shift. I didn't warn you the first time because sometimes that startle will help. But sometimes it'll just pull you out of focus. So go back and try that again now that you know it's going to happen. And now we're going to do the same thing with this one. Now this one I find especially fascinating to stare at. You can see almost movement, and it becomes very 3D, almost as if it opens up and allows you to enter into the spiral that it depicts. Or it can change into the number 8 with 3D and hoops. Or it can become one large flower bursting outward with ovals. And this is another one that I'm going to do the same change. And this will often help with how getting that pattern moving. Okay, so we're going to start this one again for a while. And then, now that you hopefully have the idea, we're going to move on to using this first technique in a sigil charging method. You may have noticed with a lot of my sigils, there's a lot of this type of patterning going on. And this is because that's part of how I charge the sigil, is to do that same thing while looking at the sigil. And this creates an internal charging where you can utilize the sigil. I've offered this image to you before, but once again, especially since it is the new year, this is a great time for road openings. So the next image that you'll see is going to be Akum, the road opening sigil. And I want you to go ahead and do that same thing with Akum. Focus out. And now there's not as much sacred geometry and perfection of patterns here. I am not that sort of artist. But if you allow yourself to go into it, like I had the pictures before, you will start to see it move some, become more pattern, enter. And you can enter into it, same as the ones before. And with this one, now we're going to actually go in. You're going to picture yourself entering into the road depicted on the sigil, and your goals going off into the horizon and driving forward. And leading you, guiding you. The spin of the circle driving you forward, giving you success, hope, and joy. Bring yourself forward into the sigil. Come to Akum. Ride the sigil to success. Okay, so I do have 2 announcements for the channel before we go. Number 1, most Saturdays we are going to start going live with a sorcery self-defense playlist on Saturdays, and we will be discussing ways to wield your staff and different magical instruments that we have talked about in the past. We will also be working on different versions of spiritual combat and even a bit of work on frenzy gnosis once I think we're ready for that. Okay, the other announcement is that I am finally going official with my membership program. A few of you have been members already, and I really appreciate you, and I really appreciate the patience that you have given me where there hasn't been a lot going on with that. Okay, so this is a 4-tier program. The first one is, if you have better names for these levels, I would love that. I don't feel like I have very good names for the levels, But the first one is supporters of Sorcerer Tal, and that's 99 cents a month. It does say membership only content on there, but I hate the idea of putting anything good behind a paywall, so there's not going to be much of that. There is loyalty badges and emojis that you'd be able to use. There's a cash cow emoji, one with ass for ass, things like that. That's what you're going to get for that, other than, well, you're helping the channel, helping me be able to spend more time on these videos and maybe get some better sound equipment finally. The next one up is $9.99 a month. And on top of the other things with the emojis and the loyalty badges, you will get 3 stick breakings per month. And you can email me to let me know what you need broken, and we can talk about that there. At $24.99, that goes up to also cord cuttings. In the $9.99, you can do 3 stick breakings per month or 1 cord cutting. A lot of people that are doing a lot of work themselves, a cord cutting every once in a while, even up to once a month, is a pretty good idea just for basic astral hygiene. So that's why I'm offering that. At the next one for $24.99, oh, that one's called Clients of Sorcerer Tal. Like I say, these need better names. You can, if you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Sorcerer Tal's patrons at $24.99, and on top of the stick breakings and the cord cuttings, you also get 1 free reading, either a small tarot reading or a throw from my rune bag, and that is once a month. And those can be done anonymously while contacting me through my Gmail. There's one more, for $99.99 a month. If you can talk to me for 45 minutes a month, this will be a private one-on-one video call when we will where I can be consulted on how you want your spell that you're working with to work, or we can discuss, well, whatever magical questions you have. You get 45 minutes a month. And that's on top of all of the other things that are available with the lower tiers, of course. And those stick breakings and readings can be done anonymously, but on Saturdays, for those of you that want, I will do them live. After the Sorcery Self-Defense playlist that has been done that week, we will then continue on and do live stick breakings and readings, which you can be anonymous there as well. But you can either contact me through Gmail and ask for one, or you can ask me to do it live the following Saturday. And like I said, I will either say your name or do it anonymously. And you can also get in on that by contacting me on Gmail for either one of those things, either stick breakings or readings. But if you're not a member of the channel, the regular rate will apply. That's $20 per stick breaking and $30 for a minor divination and $50 for a larger divination. And $100 an hour 45 minutes. $100 for 45 minutes if you contact me and want to do a video call to work on any of your questions. Okay, so that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you once again for joining us. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please take the opportunity to do so now. We will get back to the Demon's Child stories very soon, discussing Bellyfire and all of that. And of course, look forward to the next episode in this playlist, where we will begin discussing how to take this technique of entering a symbol and use it to enter into a picture. And from there, we will discuss scrying techniques on how to actually go to places that you have pictures of, and using it as a way to create a more thorough link to a person or place that you have a picture of. Okay, so that's going to be it for this episode. Bright blessings and an interesting fate. This has been Sorcerer Tal.